Dave Gettleman is a guy who doesn't like to talk about himself.
How would you grade yourself currently as a GM, and how do you compare yourself to other GMs in the league?
You know,
A grade right now at this point in this season.
You're really pressing me.
An A.
I did good. I've done well, I guess, you know. But again, it's not me alone.
Maybe so, but Gettleman is the man fans blame and praise as the team evolves. And after getting infamously lambasted in 2014 for releasing fan favorite Steve Smith, this season's success feels pretty good.
When that happened, you know, I knew I was going to get crushed. I mean, you know, you can't make decisions like that and not think for him. Now, I didn't think it would go as long as it did.
Gettleman says he didn't read the paper for 2 months and refused to listen to talk radio, but he couldn't shut out all the backlash.
I'm at home one night, and there's a knock on the door, and I open the door, and it's a neighborhood kid. Okay, he's like 14 years old. So he knocks on the door, and he says, Mr. Gettleman, me and my friend have decided that what you did was just awful, and we're really upset with you, and on and on and on. So he goes on for about 35 seconds, and I looked at him. I said, well, you feel better now that you got it off your chest? He says, yeah, I do. I said, well, good. Have a good night. You know, and, you know, I thought it was, I laughed because, you know, he was passionate. It was fun, you know, but you can't do your job well worrying about what other people think.
Gettleman, as he puts it, gets killed for a lot of his personnel decisions, including drafting K'Wan Short and Shaq Thompson.
He's a perfect fit for us. And, you know, I got killed on that one.
Do you ever get any praise besides right now? You're getting a lot of praise
my
now.
My wife loves me. We've been married 31 years. She's still hanging around.
Good.
You know, but the praise is in the relationships we have in this building. That's where the praise comes from.
Gettleman calls the big cat Jerry Richardson a great owner, saying Mr. Richardson, a former player himself, understands the game. When it comes to the men understanding each other's accents, that's a different story.
So I have this meeting with him about 6 weeks in, and we I get in. I had 5 points I want to make. I'm in and out of his office in like 5 minutes. So apparently later on, Mr. bumped into Ron and said, Ron, do you understand Dave? And Ron said, well, I'm getting to know him. He said, no. Do you understand him when he speaks? And Ron said, yeah, well, it just so happened when I was in Philadelphia, one of the guys who had a Boston accent, so I got used to him. He said, why do you ask? And he said, well, he was in my office this afternoon, and he was here for 5 minutes, and I don't have any idea what he was talking about. So maybe the Boston's harder. I don't know.
Harder still, turning around the Panthers' blown salary cap. Gettleman did it, going from shopping at the dollar store to Tiffany's, with big deals for Luke Kuechly and Cam Newton.
Do you take any credit for Cam's mindset this year of being able to focus on the game and not worry about his contract or his future with Carolina?
You know, Morgan, I think that getting the contract done was helpful, because what it did was we told Cam, we believe in you, we trust you, we love you, let's go. And I think for anybody, just put yourself in his position. Mm-hmm. If you were in that same position, how much more comfortable would you be knowing I'm here? I'm going to be a charlatan. You know, I'm going to be a Panther. And that load off is I think, you know, it is a factor. You know, helped him out.
Gettleman says this Panthers team is built similarly to the other Super Bowl teams he's been part of. They can run the ball, stop the run, and rush the passer. What happens on the field is still unpredictable, but Gettleman has this promise.
Define success as a GM.
I think success for me is building an organization that will transcend what I do and who I am. It's I told Mr. when he hired me, I said, I don't know how this is going to go. We don't know. But I promise you the Carolina Panthers will be in a better place when I'm out of here than when I got here.